Hey, Sustainable Systems. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so couple things. First off, please, a lot of you shared your PowerPoints with me on your product, and some were done and some were not. So if you are not done, keep working on those throughout this week and finish up, please. Um, Also, we have grades due this week, so double check and make sure everything looks okay with your grades. Um, let's see. Oh, meeting tomorrow to present the upcycled or product presentation. Those of you who watched my video yesterday, I'll said 12:30 tomorrow sounds good. It was maybe half of you, so I'm going to follow up with the rest of you. And then responding to yesterday and today's video, I think will be another little participation grade. Okay. All right. So theme of today's video is a little bit kind of related to both reducing plastic and toxins. And I think those are very related because a lot of plastic products have a lot of weird chemicals in them as well. Like we saw yesterday with the furniture, like the amount of flame retardants in them, in that plasticky foam stuff that they use, especially, but other products as well, other synthetic materials. Some of you mentioned that you knew that from uh, like clothing products, but yeah, it's kind of like in everything. So, a long time ago, I watched that Story of Stuff video that we watched at school, which, if you were absent, I would encourage you to watch it. It really was the movie that started a lot of this decreasing waste um, movement. And then I got her book that came out later because I thought the video was so good and it really went into depth in reducing waste. And then it got into like toxins and the toxic load of a lot of our processed materials, which led me to another book, and I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, it was so long ago, but it was on just toxins in materials. And basically, the woman who wrote it started out, there was a study that a lot of women in Marin County, which is like this really wealthy county across from San Francisco, across the Golden Gate Bridge, were getting cancer and were having fertility issues. And it was strange because these women were women you would imagine would be like super healthy because they tended to be, they had a lot of money, and a lot of times like health goes along with a lot of money, not always, but like they tended to be people that took care of themselves, worked out, ate healthy, all these things. And some of the research started to point to toxins, and it was a lot of the like products they had in their house and uh, makeup, nail polish, cleaning products that they were using. So the book basically totally freaked me out. And so today, one area that I made me completely revamp was my bathroom. So it's getting personal today. We're doing a bathroom tour, Miss Quintia's bathroom products. Okay, so maybe you'll get some ideas. Maybe you have some ideas for me, which would be awesome. I'm going to try and go fairly quickly because there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so first, one that we've talked about in here before is bamboo toothbrush, completely compostable. That one's kind of old, so here's one in the box. What I like about buying these products that have less waste is usually their packaging is recyclable too, because they know they're selling to people who care. Okay, so bamboo toothbrush. Bar soap. I was definitely one of those people that use the big plastic jug of that squeezable liquid soap that I put on my plastic puff and scrubbed all over my body. And you know what? It's loaded with toxins, most of those things. And all that fragrance, lots of times people don't even have to write down what their fragrance chemicals are because they consider it a trade secret. You know what? This gets you just as clean. It's just it's different. All this stuff is just different. So at first it's like, you're like, oh, but then you get used to it and you love it. Okay. And again, in a compostable box. Okay. Bar shampoo. Okay. This is actually not the one I use. This is one I will say with bar shampoo, you have to find one that works for you. Excuse me. This one, I have really fine hair. My hair annoys me. I have really fine hair. This was too thick. It was too heavy. It weighed down my hair. It made it like greasy and nasty. I use an Effie. I can't remember what it's called. It's like ETH something. Sorry. I have one, but I only have the used one. I just used it this morning. It's all soapy. But there's lots of bar soaps out, or shampoos, which are awesome, and conditioners, but I can't use conditioners on my hair either. It makes it too weighed down. So, but I totally found the one that works for me and I love it. And it's awesome. And it comes in a compostable box as well. All right. Next up, floss. Okay. Dentists say you have to floss, okay? But it comes in this plastic container with this plastic waxed, like, actual floss, okay? This is a glass container. It's reusable, and then I can get floss refills, okay? Oh, look, it even says zero waste. And it comes in these cartons. These are cellophane. They're completely compostable. And then you refill the floss, and it's not made of a plastic. What is it made of? I can't remember though. Oh, here's a little tidbit for you. The containers alone from the floss we use every year would fill a landfill the size of a football field that's 6 stories high. What? Okay, it's some kind of like, okay, mulberry silk floss, and then a wax and a mint essential oil. So nothing toxic, nothing weird. All right. Good. I don't paint my nails. In that book, they would measure the toxic load of a woman before and after painting her nails, and it would spike. Okay. So, all right. Lotion, face lotion. I love this stuff. It's a local company. It comes in a glass jar, the good stuff. And, I can read on here, back here, everything's organic, free trade. And I just like the feel of it. Okay. This big jug is really expensive, but it lasts forever. Deodorant. Okay. Not nasty or weird chemicals. And it's in a cardboard recyclable container, and you just push up on the bottom for new deodorant. Okay, hairbrush. I'm not gonna lie, I also have an old plastic one that I use too. Okay, but that I've just had forever. But I'll use this guy too. Wood, and the bristles are something not plastic. This I discovered a really long time ago and I love. I'm not quite a person that can use just plain old soap and shave. But I can't handle all the nasty chemicals in that aerosolized gel. And so this is a French product. It's called shaving cream. But it gives you enough of that like creaminess for shaving that I like. But it comes in a tin, which unfortunately we can't recycle here anymore. But this thing, you just get it wet and rub on the top. Oops, it's still wet from this morning. But this will last years, which is crazy, but it lasts forever. All right. Lotions have a lot of weird things in them. Okay. So I do have a little hand lotion at school that, people have given to me that I use here and there, but at home, I just use coconut oil. And that's all it is. So I know there's nothing weird in it. If it's cooler, you'll have to hold it in your hands and it'll warm up, and then you can start rubbing it. The Diva cup. I'm not going to show you. Too weird, but A lot of you had mentioned that, so I thought I'd mention that. Reusable Kleenex. Ew, that one has a stain on it. I don't actually blow my nose too much, but my husband does, so he uses those a lot. And some people swear by these. I got it. It's a neti pot. So instead of using decongestants, you literally pour the saline solution through your nose and it cleans out your sinuses. I've used it a little bit. I think you got to get in the habit for it to work, but I thought I'd show you it anyway. And of course, it's not zero waste, but at least it's recycled. The Who Gives a Crap toilet paper that I've mentioned before. And then lastly, I have not found a sunscreen that is in glass or anything, which is unfortunate. So it's in a plastic tube, but most sunscreens have horrible toxins in them. Okay. Like endocrine disruptors, which means it messes with your hormones, horrible things. Okay. And then you get in the water and it washes off. So it's all these chemicals in the water affecting the aquatic life. Zinc oxide is what you want for your active ingredient in a sunscreen. Okay. It doesn't have the weird chemicals. And this is the one that I found that doesn't have oils and stuff. So it's for your face. And I think you could probably make some. I'm not very good at making products because that is one thing that I also have is a toothpaste tube and I have to throw that away. So maybe some of you do make your own toothpaste or sunscreen or lotion and you could present that tomorrow. That would be awesome because that is something I've always wanted to do, is try doing my own toothpaste, but I haven't got built up the guts or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think I hit on all the things that I've kind of worked on replacing through the years. Basically, and women in general have much higher toxic loads than men. And a lot of that has to do with makeup and just products in general that are used. Okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention with deodorant. Okay. Deodorant with aluminum in it has been shown to cause big time issues. So I think that's part of the antiperspirant portion of deodorant if it has antiperspirant in it. So check and see if your deodorants have aluminum. That might be one that you want to change out. All right. So in the comments below, sorry, it kind of took a while, but that's it for today. In the comments below, write if any of these inspired you or if you have some other ones that have been working great for you as far as decreasing waste or toxic load in the bathroom. Awesome. Have a great day. See ya.